If you are thinking about selling in Alpharetta this year, the window of opportunity may be shifting, and most homeowners won't realize it until it's already happened. Let's talk about what actually is happening in our market, not the headlines. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen, and I help homeowners all over the Alpharetta and North Fulton area navigate this market strategically, whether that means selling now, waiting, or repositioning completely. If you're even considering a move, you can call or text me directly at 770-626-5712 or schedule a strategy call using the links in the description below. I'm happy to walk you through your specific situation. And make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to share the biggest mistake I see sellers are making right now, and it's costing them serious money. Let's talk about the national headlines versus Alpharetta reality. Turn on the news and you'll hear the housing market is cooling, prices are dropping, buyers are back in control. But Alpharetta is not the national average. Our buyer pool includes corporate relocations, tech professionals, move-up families, cash buyers from higher tax states. That matters. Real estate is hyper-local, and inside Alpharetta, even micro-locations behave differently. A home near downtown Alpharetta may perform very differently than one further out towards a larger lot communities. So let's talk about what's actually shifting in inventory. The quiet pressure point. Inventory has been slowing increasingly compared to the ultra-tight conditions of 2021 and 22. We are no longer in the frenzy market, but we are not in a crash market either. What we're seeing is normalization. That means buyers have options again. They're comparing homes more critically. They're negotiating more confidently. And if you're a seller, that doesn't mean panic. It means precision matters more. Let's talk about days on market. The first 14 days are everything. Here's what sellers need to understand. The first 2 weeks on the market are critical. In today's Alpharetta market, strong homes still move quickly. Overpriced homes sit. Sitting creates stigma. Stigma creates price reduction. Price reductions weaken negotiation powers. Buyers are watching. They know when a property lingers. And once you miss that initial surge of attention, it becomes harder to regain momentum. Interest rates and buyer psychology. Let's talk about that. Interest rates have changed buyers' behavior. Buyers today are more payment focused, more cautious, more analytical, but there's a good news. Serious buyers are still buying. Why? Because life doesn't pause for rates. Relocations are still happening, families still need to grow, and job changes still occur. However, affordability is tightening the buyer pool slightly, which means your pricing must match today's buyer's reality, not last year's peak. Price segments. Not all price points are behaving the same. Entry-level homes often move faster because the demand remains really strong. Move-up buyer homes are stable but competitive. Luxury properties require strategy. In higher price points, buyers expect perfection, expect presentation, they expect value alignment. Luxury sellers especially cannot test the market casually right now. They need positioning. Seasonality and timing spring still brings energy. Families want to move before school starts. Corporate relocations often align with mid-year cycles. But here's what's changing because inventory is slowly rising. Early movers often benefit. Waiting until peak season can mean more competition, more comparison, more pricing pressure. Sometimes being first is smarter than being loudest. The biggest risk sellers face right now, here it is. Chasing the market down, listing too high, reducing once, reducing again. By the time you land where you should have started, buyers feel empowered, not excited. The strongest sellers right now are pricing within the 1 to 2% of true market value. That creates urgency. Urgency creates leverage. What smart sellers are doing, the most strategic sellers I'm working with right now are preparing months in advance. They're making smart, high ROI updates. They're studying competing inventory. They're understanding their likely buyer profile. planning their next move before a listing. They're not reacting, they're positioning. And that difference is what protects equity. What to watch? Here's what I'm watching closely. Inventory growth, pace, rate movements, buyers showing activity, price reductions percentages, corporate relocations trends. If inventory spikes suddenly, leverage shifts faster. If rates stabilize, buy-in confidence straightens. Right now, we are in a balanced but sensitive environment. That means opportunities still exist, but strategy matters even more than ever. If you're wondering whether now is the right time to sell or whether waiting might cost you leverage, let's have a real conversation about it. I'm already helping other sellers throughout Alpharetta navigate this exact market, and I'd love to give you clarity on your specific home and situation. You can call or text me at 770-626-5712 or connect with me using the links in the video description below. No pressure, just strategy. And if you find this helpful, make sure you subscribe. I continue to bring you honest, local market updates that actually matter. I'll see you in the next video.